just before a woman reaches menopause, that is a perimenopausal stage or a premenopausal stage. And just in a similar way as the way hormones play pranks on us women at puberty as well as during pregnancy, when a woman is reaching menopause, hormones come to play again. The estrogen and the progesterone level drops drastically, and this is accompanied by physical symptoms that are called the premenopausal symptoms. Such symptoms are just indicative of the fact that the woman is gradually reaching a stage where a menstrual cycle hits a halt. A menstrual cycle comes to an end. And usually if your menses ceases for 12 months, then after those 12 months you have reached menopause. That's the simple truth. On the average, a woman reaches menopause at 52 years old, and just before then she may begin to have some symptoms which are the premenopausal symptoms, which I'm going to be talking about in this video. Hello, I am Abimbola. I'm a pharmacist and I help lessen your anxiety by discussing everything about your health, your wellness and drugs. So in this video I'm going to be talking about perimenopausal symptoms and what you can do to help. This stage comes with some kind of relief for women, because at this stage you're gradually gaining freedom, you're gaining liberty from monthly menstrual flow, as well as the fear of getting pregnant without any contraception. However, it's not without its own discomfort. So I'm going to be listing some of the symptoms that are associated with premenopausal stage or perimenopausal stage. The first of which is irregular menses. So when you observe that your menses is becoming irregular, in the sense that the flow is reducing or your menstrual cycle is no longer predictable, then you might just be reaching a menstrual cycle halt. You might just be on your way to menopause. Hot flashes is another symptom, which simply means a sudden sensation of heat, and then you begin to sweat profusely on your face, on your neck or your chest. That's another symptom. And next is vagina dryness. You're no longer wet as usual, and you may need some lubrication before you have sex with your partner. Then insomnia, that is finding it difficult to sleep at night, and increased urinary frequency, you're peeing too often, or you're beginning to have mood swings and getting depressed, or you're gaining weight recently and you're in your late 40s or probably your early 50s, then you should be thinking of premenopausal symptoms. Also, if you become irritable easily, or you're having bone pain, you're feeling pain in your joints, in your bone, it could also be pointing to the fact that you're reaching menopause. So let me talk about some of the drugs or some of the things that you can do to relieve you of these symptoms. It is important that I tell you that menopause is not a disease, and perimenopausal stage is not an infectious state. It's nothing to worry about. Just understand what's happening in your body and do the needful. So the first tip I will tell you is to talk about it to someone. You can choose to talk to a good listener. It could be your partner, it could be your spouse, it could be a friend, it could be a relative, it could even be your health practitioner. So speak out so that you don't get into depression. That's the first thing. Drugs are also available. Drugs such as calcium are very important. Also, we have vitamin D. You should get vitamin D from either direct sunlight in the morning, early morning sunlight, or from supplements. They help in the absorption of the calcium. And also we have evening prime rose, omega-3s. You can get a lot of them, as well as your vitamin Bs. They help to reduce the symptoms that I've talked about. I made a video on 6 methods of contraception that do not require the use of pills or injectables, and at the same time have no side effects. You can check that out. I will always discourage you from self-medicating because I know the dangers associated with it. So I always recommend that you talk to your doctor or your pharmacist before you take any medication. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.